Welcome to free awareness classes on Indian Constitution conducted by Thandanallur Educational and Cultural Society through Irinjalakuda Vivekananda Civil Service Academy's YouTube channel every day. This is me, Mahesh Amar. Today we are going to discuss about Article 43B of Indian Constitution related to directive principles of state policy. From the face of this article, we can understand one thing. This was not included in the original Constitution, and this was added to the Constitution through 97th Amendment Act 2011. Actually, through this amendment, cooperative societies provided constitutional recognition and protection. And through this amendment, mainly three things added to the Constitution. The first one, the term cooperative societies added to Article 19, Clause 1, Subclause C. We have discussed Article 19 in fundamental rights, which means the citizens have the right to form association and unions. Here, with these words, the term cooperative society is also added. And the second change made in the Constitution through this amendment, that was a new article was inserted to DPSP in the form of 43B. According to Article 43B, this made the state as its duty to promote cooperative societies. And the third change made through this amendment was a new part was created titled as cooperative societies. That was Part 9B. And this contained 13 articles, 1-3. Articles 243 Sed H2, 243 Sed T. So these were the changes made in the Constitution through 97th Amendment Act 2011. Let us understand what is the term cooperative societies mean. See, it is an organization run by the people for the same class of people who come together with an intention to fulfill their economic, social and cultural needs. Here some people means a minimum 10 members are required. And these members have mutual assistance, mutual understanding. And the main goal of cooperative societies, that is not a profit, it is service oriented. That is also very important point. And see, we can register cooperative societies according to Cooperative Societies Act 1912. And there are different types of cooperative societies, deals with banking business, marketing, housing and so on. Let us see more about 97th Amendment Act. This came to force on 15th February 2012. But in the same year, a person, his name was Rajendra N. Shah, who filed a case, a public interest litigation in the Gujarat High Court. And he argued rather that Parliament has no power to make such an amendment. Later, Gujarat High Court agreed his view, and among these three changes, the inclusion of Part 9B nullified by the Gujarat High Court. But the government of India challenged this in the Supreme Court. After long years, in the year 2021, July 20, Supreme Court also upheld the verdict of Gujarat High Court. But there is a little difference. See, here Supreme Court also agreed that the inclusion of Article 43A and the inclusion of the term cooperative societies in Article 19, Clause 1, Subclause C, but the provision related to state cooperative societies included in Part 9b, all those provisions were nullified by the Supreme Court. So, Part 9b divided into 3 sections. I already mentioned Part 9b contained 13 articles, and out of which the articles or the provisions related to state cooperative societies only nullified. But the provisions related to cooperative societies of union territories and the provisions related to cooperative societies of multi-state, these all agreed by the Supreme Court. See, India is a federation. Federation means division of power between center and the state. And these powers included in the 7th schedule. In the 7th schedule, we have 3 lists of subjects: union list, state list, and concurrent list. In the case of union list subjects, parliament will make laws, whereas state list subjects, state legislatures will make the laws. Whereas in the case of concurrent list subjects, both the union government and state governments can make legislations. See here, the term cooperative societies will come under state list. It's a state list subjects, so that only state legislatures can make legislations on this behalf. But according to Article 368 clause 2, sometime Parliament can also make legislations on state list subjects. But for this, one condition is needed. What is that condition? To make a legislation on state list subjects, Parliament should get more than half the number of state legislatures ratification. But in the case of 97th Amendment, this was not happened. That's why earlier Gujarat High Court and later Supreme Court partially nullified some of the provisions or some part of 97th Amendment Act 2011. Now I think you could understand Article 43B in a clear manner. I am concluding this session. Before that, I am asking you to share this video as soon as possible, as far as possible. So thank you very much.